Hello my friends, welcome back. Today we travel far back in time. We go to a world of castles, a world of swords, a world of broken promises. A boy was born with no crown, no throne, no guarantee of power. People called him names, cruel names, names about his birth. But this boy did not stay small. He grew into one of the most powerful men in history. He crossed an entire sea with an army. He changed a nation forever. Who was this man? How did an outsider, a boy mocked by his own people, become a king? My friends, this is the story of William the Conqueror. Before we continue, take 1 second. Hit like, hit subscribe. It helps this channel grow, and it costs you nothing. Now, back to our story. William was born around the year 1028, in Normandy, France. His father was Robert, Duke of Normandy, a powerful and respected man. But William's mother was different. Her name was Herleva, and she was not royal, not noble. This mattered in that world, a lot. Because of this, many called William, the bastard, not the duke, not the heir, just the bastard. Power in this world came from blood, from marriage, from legitimacy, and William had none of that certainty, only ambition. When William was just 7 years old, his father died, and suddenly William was Duke of Normandy. A child, alone, surrounded by danger. Nobles plotted against him. Some wanted him dead, some wanted his land. He grew up watching betrayal all around him, and he learned to survive early. He learned that power was never given, power was taken. He did not know it yet, but this hard childhood was training him for something much bigger. Young William did not stay weak for long. He grew stronger, sharper, and learned to fight, learned to rule. But danger followed him everywhere. Rebellions rose against him again and again, as nobles tested him, hoping he would fall. In 1047, one rebellion nearly ended him, as enemies rose across Normandy, ready to strike. William did not run. He fought back hard. At the Battle of Hastings, he crushed his enemies, proving he was no longer a boy. Years passed, and William became a strong duke, feared, respected, unshakable. But his greatest ambition still waited ahead. Across the sea, England had a throne. In 1051, William claimed something extraordinary. He said King Edward of England had promised him the crown. Some say this promise was real, others say it was not. History still argues about this today. Then, in 1066, everything changed. King Edward died without a clear heir, and a powerful English noble named Harold Godwin's son took the throne instead. William was furious. He felt betrayed, robbed of what he believed was his. He would not accept this quietly. Picture this moment, my friends. Ships being built along the Normandy coast, hammers pounding wood day and night, soldiers sharpening swords, horses loaded onto vessels. Hundreds of ships, waiting for the wind to change. William was preparing for war, not a small war, an invasion. He gathered knights, archers, and allies from across France. This was not just ambition anymore. This was destiny, forged through betrayal. Meanwhile, Harold faced trouble of his own, as enemies attacked England from the north. Harold won that battle, but his army was exhausted, weakened, far from home. William watched. William waited. William knew his moment was close. The wind finally changed direction, and William's ships crossed the channel. He landed on English soil. There was no turning back now. Two armies were about to meet, two men about to decide history. He did not know it yet, but the next battle would define England forever. On October 14, 1066, two armies stood face to face. The place was called Hastings. Harold's men stood on a hill, shields locked together, a solid wall. William's men stood below, knights, archers, foot soldiers. The battle began. Arrows flew, swords clashed, men screamed. Harold's shield wall held strong, very strong, and William's men could not break it. Hours passed, and the wall still held. Then William tried something risky. His soldiers pretended to retreat. Some of Harold's men broke formation and chased the retreating soldiers. That was the mistake William wanted. William's knights turned back fast and struck the scattered men hard. The shield wall began to crack, slowly, then quickly. Chaos spread across the battlefield, and fear spread with it. Harold fought on, his men fought on, but the tide had turned. Then disaster struck. King Harold was struck down and killed. Some say an arrow struck his eye, others say knights cut him down. No one knows for certain. But one fact is clear, Harold was dead. Without their king, his soldiers lost hope, and the English army broke apart. Soldiers fled into the trees, fled into the darkness, fled for their lives. The battlefield fell silent. Only William's men remained standing. England had no king now, no army left to fight. William stood on that bloody field, breathing hard, victorious, powerful, unstoppable. The boy once called the Bastard had just conquered a kingdom. He did not know it yet, but this single day would change England forever. After Hastings, William marched toward London. City after city surrendered, resistance crumbled fast. On Christmas Day, 1066, William was crowned King of England. The boy born with no throne now wore a crown. But conquest was only the beginning, ruling was much harder. English rebellions rose again, and William crushed them without mercy. He built castles across the land, strong stone fortresses, symbols of control. He replaced English nobles with Norman lords, reshaping the entire kingdom. He ordered a great survey of his new land, called the Domesday Book. This book recorded villages, farms, people, property, almost everything. It remains one of history's most remarkable records. William ruled with strength. Some called it strength, others called it cruelty. Both descriptions were probably true, my friends. He died in 1087, after falling from his horse, a powerful man brought down in a small, human moment. But his legacy did not die with him. The Norman Conquest changed England forever. Its language changed, its culture changed, its laws changed. Even English spoken today carries echoes of Norman French, woven in centuries ago. William started with nothing but doubt and mockery. He ended as a king who reshaped a nation. His story teaches us something powerful, my friends. Your beginning does not decide your ending. Doubt tried to define William. Betrayal tried to stop him. He kept moving forward anyway. Whatever you are building right now, remember this, small starts can still become powerful legacies. Keep learning, keep growing, keep pushing forward, just like William did. If you enjoyed this story, give it a like, it truly helps this channel. Subscribe if you want more stories like this one. Comment below and tell me which story you want next. Until next time, my friends. Stay curious.